Awake my heart. The Church through the centuries. The Church of the Living God. 1 Timothy 3:15. What a story is that of the organized historical Christian church. Is there anywhere a comparable romance of truth stranger than fiction? What a contiguity of opposites, of heavenly minded exploit and carnal drama, of noble adventure and ignoble lapses, of orthodoxy and heterodoxy, of selfless spirituality and crucial avarice, of heroic martyrdoms and surreptitious maneuverings, of triumph and tragedy, a periodic decline and glorious resurgence. For sheer fascination, I know nothing to excel it. Every Christian should read it, and know it in at least a general way. Yet how few there are who trouble to acquire more than vague snatches of the critical periods and dominating personalities between apostolic times and today. The story runs in three main periods. 1. The early period, i.e., the first 5 centuries AD. 2. The middle period, i.e., AD 500 to 1600. 3. The later period, i.e., 1600 to the present. Take the first of these, that is, the first 500 years, up to AD 300. Christianity was on trial. Its political environment was a Roman Empire. Its intellectual environment was the Greek hand-down from Socrates, Plato, and others. Its religious environment was Judaism, and the mystery of religions. During this period, the Christian faith withstood fiery trial, propagated itself irrepressibly, and triumphantly overcame. Then from 300 to 500, we see Christianity freely at work. The decree of Constantine ended all official persecution. Early Christian missions spread abroad, as represented by Gregory and his work in America. Martin's going to the inhabitants of Gaul, Patrick's crossing the Bretagne and Ireland, and Columbus' work in Iona. From 500 to 900, we see a Christianity at bay. There came the deadly heresy of the Nestorians in India, and the influence of Boniface in Germany. The rise and spread of Islam, which pretty well obliterated a decadent Christianity in Africa and threatened it everywhere. From 900 to 1300, we see Christianity compromised. In Europe, the Dark Ages set in under the supremacy, political ambition, corruption, and tyranny of the Roman Church. Spread through 200 years of this period, we see the 7 Crusades, which attempted to conquer for Christianity by the sword and ended in a failure which led to the rise of the Jesuits. Then from 1300 to 1600, we began to see Christianity revived. The very corruptions of Rome at length provoked a shock of reaction, which under the fiery Luther and his fellow reformers accomplished what all the intellectualism of Erasmus failed to do, and brought the glorious Protestant Reformation. And now, in the later period of the Church's history, we have seen and are still seeing all these phases reenacted under different circumstances. Christianity on trial at work, at bay, compromised, revived, but in a way heretofore unrealized. The process of expansion now sees the Christian church encircle the globe. Of course, the real church is a minority within the outward, organized church and will continue indestructibly until the Lord Himself returns. Then true church will be the church triumphant.